Stand by to launch FanStream Sports.
3, 2, 1. Let's start.
Hello, sports fans. Welcome to FanStream Sports. Nothing but pure sports. This is the JP Show.
JP, it is so good to hear you back on the air.
Stand by. Now, here's JP.
All right, welcome into a Monday edition of the JP Peterson Show. Nick Geddes has gotten in a time machine and has come back as Tim. Yikes. No, it's not Tim. That's actually Tim. That's actually Tim on this Monday. Nick is on diaper duty today. So, and as Timmy so rightfully said before we came on, what, the kid can't change himself? He's old enough. Like 2 months, right? Week and a half, whatever.
My kids were making their own dinner at 2 months.
That's right. Pull up your bootstraps, kid. Let's go. I got work to do.
Cracking open their own beer. Look, I wanted to come on here this morning and try to do the perfect Nick Geddes impersonation, whatever. But after watching hours upon hours of countless hours of film and tape on Nick, I got nothing.
Yeah, that didn't happen. That didn't happen. That you
I
mean
watched
that
shows all the way back to 2023.
So you're going to tell me you emulated the exhaustive research that Nick puts into every Monday show, and you're going to bring tons and tons of great numbers and perspective to Tampa Bay sports just like he does?
I can give you some numbers.
Or not. He'll just
probably
be today.
They're not going to make sense. I'm just throwing numbers out there.
Yeah, well, that's what Nicky Numbers does. They actually make sense. Anyway, welcome into the Monday edition. Thank you guys for joining us. We got lots to get to today. The Rays had a nice weekend. 2 out of 3 ain't bad. Meatloaf did a little bit. That's okay. 7 straight winning series. The most since, 2013? Yeah. Wow. Really, really good run the Rays are on. So we'll dive into that a little bit. Orestes will join us at the end of the show. We'll talk some Rays early on as well. We got lots of other interesting things to get to, like yesterday's PGA Snooze Fest.
Whatever. You even
Snooze
like golf?
Fest. I watched the whole damn thing while I was working yesterday. And I'm like,
golf.
Okay, John Rahm, Mr. Live Golf, Mr. Superstar, here we go. Go run down these ham and eggers and show us what you got. Yo, Rory, Mr. Masters, Mr. Major Championship. Let's go. You're in perfect position. All you got to do is birdie these par fives and that drivable par 4, and you win. Nothing. Yo, Scotty Scheffler, Mr. I hit every green. You suck at putting. Every damn one of them it had a chance to be fireworks. The best of the best going at it, tracing down these 2 ham and eggers.
I don't think you know what ham and egger means.
Yes, I do. I know.
Unless you just have zero respect for some of the greatest golfers on the planet.
There we go. Now Timmy's going to tell us how great Aaron Rai is. How everybody should know who Aaron Rai is because he's a budding superstar on the PGA Tour who ain't done squadoosh in 10 years.
He's done quite a bit in 10 years, JP. And for those who are actually educated in the game of golf, you know that this win is long overdue for Aaron to
The dude is known for wearing 2 gloves.
Yeah.
That's it.
You know what?
Best finish at a major, 59th? T59?
He just beat all those guys that you thought should beat him.
Yeah.
In a major. A major championship, JP.
He shot 6 under.
You know who missed the cut?
In the final 10 holes.
Bryson DeFrado missed the cut. Second major cut
in the world. What did he shoot on Thursday? Like
10 over.
80? He shot like 80?
He missed the cut at 10 over.
Wow. Yeah,
I don't want to ever hear this crap about Bryson DeChambeau being one of the greatest golfers.
Yeah, but
he's a fraud.
He's a YouTube star. He's done more than Aaron Rai, bro. I got news for you.
He's
won a hell of a lot more than Aaron Rai.
He's got nothing, JP.
Come on. You're going to tell me Aaron Rai's better than Bryce, had a better career than Bryson DeChambeau?
This weekend he did.
I didn't say this weekend. I said his career.
No, clearly Bryson's higher on the list than Aaron Rai.
Listen, I didn't know we were going to start with the PGA, but here we go. Listen, I totally respect how that guy played. He played his ass off on the back nine. I mean, and he made a 70-footer at 17 to put it
for
away.
birdie. Pressure.
To put it away. Yeah, okay. But that's, the golf gods were shining down on Tommy Two Gloves. And that's great. And it can be a great story. It can be a great story that, guy it's a rich beam that, it's that thing. I get it. And that's fun. But it didn't even feel like a great underdog story. I don't know why. Maybe it's just me. Maybe I'm just
because he's not an underdog.
He is an underdog. Absolutely, 100%. He was 300-1 to win, Timmy, Mr. Better. I think that qualifies as an underdog. 300-1. That's not an underdog. You want to just talk value. Numbers?
It was great value.
300-1. Great.
It's a great value pick if you went and got him.
See, that's the kind of analysis you get from Timmy right there. 300-1. That's great value if you had him. See, that's why we bring him on. That's why right there. It's comments like that that just make you go, yeah.
Just saying.
Captain Obvious. That was fantastic. 300-1. Not an underdog, but good value.
Yeah.
I mean, I will say this. We have had him on the Johnny sheet a few times this year, right? Mm-hmm. He's a usual contributor to the Johnny sheet.
Yes.
He's made us some money with some top 20s and stuff, right?
Also got some of the hairiest arms on the PGA Tour, too.
There's a still shot of him floating around the internet, and it looks like he's got a bear skin on his forearm. Like it's an actual bear skin forearm pad or something.
I think Johnny calls them
shizbang.
Ground beef forearms. That's what Johnny calls them. Ground beef forearms.
That's pretty good. I didn't know his wife was a tour player.
Oh, she is smoking hot too, man.
I don't know about that, but she's a tour player, and he said he gave a lot of credit to her as they talked it all through the night before, and he played like the superstar player. He was dialed in and focused in and was absolutely fantastic. Now, who was it that went out early and shot 63? Kitayama? One of the Japanese. Kitayama. Well, anybody. So somebody goes out and shoots 63. And I'm thinking, wow, with all these guys, what did we have? We had, I think, 30 players within 3 strokes to start the day. Or at one point, 30 players. And I'm like, oh, well, somebody's going to shoot 63. And one of these great players is probably going to do it. This is Rory's ready for a 60. Scheffler's going to throw a 63 and win this thing. That's what I'm seeing. Yeah. It's either going to be Rahm, Scheffler, Rory, or Xander. One of those guys is going to shoot 63, 64, come from way back and win this thing. But it wasn't. It was Aaron Rai. Tommy Two Gloves.
And
impressive.
Look, impressive was also how he did it. His name was never in the conversation all weekend, right? It was Alex Smalley, Xander Schauffele, Ludwig Oberg, Justin Thomas, Scotty Scheffler, and then Rory. And then Aaron Rai just comes out of nowhere, man, and outplays all of them on Sunday. It was impressive. And look, I get it. I get the ham and egger reference. I get it. I just kind of took exception to it because I've been touting this guy for a couple of years, and this is long overdue for me. And he is known as one of the hardest working guys on the tour. Like, even among the other players, they talk about how hard this guy works. And, I think Rory said there's not one single person on the planet right now thinking a bad thought about Aaron Rai winning the PGA Tour.
No, he's one of the great. He's one of the really good dudes on tour, and it's a very popular win, no question about it. My point really was satire, of course.
Yeah, no,
but also, anybody in golf knows who Aaron Rai is, and he's a talented guy, but he's never really been in the mix for something great like that. And he was not the guy of all the guys that you were going to, he was going to shoot 71 like Smalley or Matty. And, that was going to be his day. And one of these great players was going to come from behind and add another major. And if I'm Rory McIlroy, I'm like, daggum, it doesn't get any better than that. Like, take your shot, bro. And he just, and really on the par fives, where he should have just absolutely eaten him up, where Rai was -6 on the par fives, -3 just yesterday. Rory played the par fives and even par for all 4 days. Now, there are only 2 par fives, but he played. Well, there was one par 4 that was par 5.
Yeah,
So,
should have been.
But so that's where and if you can't, I mean, he's got to look at this and say, if I play those par 5s in 4 under for the week, he's the champion. I mean, and John Rahm the same way, and Scheffler, all these guys who really, when you're talking about legacy, one more major is going to look really, really big. And you had an opportunity of a lifetime to bag another major to the PGA, and you whiffed. To me, that's the story. The great players whiffed yesterday. They had all of them. Now, that's to suggest that it was pretty damn hard out there. It wasn't. Now, obviously, the afternoon, it got a little windy than it was early in the morning, and then it died down towards the end, which I think may have helped him a little bit. But it's the same course for most every guy. But it was a little easier earlier in the day, which Scotty cheat off and Justin Thomas. Justin Thomas went out earlier and shot 65, and that almost held up. You thought for a while, like, oh my God, everybody's driving. And then Rai just put the hammer down, hit a great bunker shot on the short par 4. Terrific, aggressive bunker shot that led to a birdie. That was, I think, the moment where you went, this dude ain't folding. He is not folding. And he was piping drives. Well, everybody else was, and it was a tight course, and the rough was very penal. There's a drop for you. You don't want to play a tough course with penal rough.
Mark.
It's a long day.
Well,
long night.
Rory comes out and shoots a 74 on Thursday and gets in front of the mic and starts bitching about the course, blaming the course setup. He didn't like the course setup. Then he comes out and shoots a 67 on Friday and goes, man, I love this course setup. This course is set up wonderfully.
Yeah.
And then you've got Jordan Spieth, who I wrote about both at fanstreamsports.com and over at Golf Roundtable, chasing his career slam. And I've made the bold prediction. I've made a couple of bold predictions about Jordan Spieth. Johnny doesn't like either one of them. But my bold prediction at the beginning of last year was that, number one, not only is this guy not ever going to win the career slam, this guy's never going to win another tournament. Jordan Spieth's priorities are all out of whack right now. And he is not playing good golf.
He's one of those, like, Nick Geddes, family comes first guys.
Yeah, he is chasing his family dream. And you know what? That loses you golf. And once you make that transition, your career's over. It happens to all of them.
Yeah. I mean, Jack used to talk about that all the time. It's just different when you get kids. And it happened to Tiger too. He got really enamored with his kids, and you just golf is not the focal point, and as it should be, by the way.
And look, Scotty suffered a little bit of this now.
Oh yeah, of course. Yeah. We called that 2 years ago when he had his first, right? We were like, okay, this is the beginning and the end.
Yeah.
And it's kind of sad to say in a way, but it's the truth. It's gonna, if you're a good dad, you want to be a positive influence in your kid's life, then it's going to take away from the singular focus of golf.
And Jordan needs the PGA Championship to complete his career slam. Scotty needs the U.S. Open. And Scotty, the weird thing about Scotty is I think he's just running on raw talent. The past couple of years. Which is great.
If he putts worth a lick this week, he wins.
He hasn't putted well for 2 years.
Yeah, tee to green, he's been fantastic.
He hasn't putted well for 2 years. But he's on record saying, look, guys, golf is not the most important thing in my life right now. It's my family.
Which is, I think, a secret to his success.
Sure.
Is he doesn't put so much pressure on himself. But also, in the end, there's too many guys out there that are grinding 12, 14 hours a day. And eventually they're going to catch it and they're going to run you down because golf is a sport of repetition, and you've got to be in the groove and practicing constantly to be able to play at this level. And if you're not, the guys are going to pass you by. Everybody's talented.
Scotty's about to turn 30 this time here in June coming up. And you got some younger, now you've got your family, you've got your 6 majors, and counting, you're chasing the slam, but you've got some younger guys coming up that are going to be working a whole lot harder than you, and they're going to close that gap, and it makes the possibilities of you winning that U.S. Open thinner and thinner, and of closing the gap and you winning majors thinner and thinner, I think, especially when your focus isn't entirely on golf.
Right.
And if
I
that's
think
the
Go
path you
Millionaire,
choose,
Go,
that's great.
Go Millionaire here brings up an interesting point. Said it happened to Fowler too.
Yeah.
Most notably, it can happen to people without family too, though. JT isn't as dominant as he was as well. I think it's the nature of the game too. And getting older, the family thing is easiest to pin it on. You only rent a game for a while. You never own it. That's true. I mean, Tiger owned it. Jack owned it. The greats owned it. They were able to go through all stages of life and stay competitive. And Tiger, would have broken Jack's record if he wasn't such a knucklehead about driving. I'm convinced of that. And the ridiculous SEAL workouts and his lifestyle, just quite frankly.
Yeah.
That cost him. That's
why I'll never win a major, is because of my lifestyle.
Tiger will have to one day square that. His dream, his lifelong dream, was to eclipse Jack's 18 majors.
Yeah.
And the reason he did not is simply because of his lifestyle choices. Was it worth it? Maybe.
No, he'll tell you. He'll tell you that it wasn't. But deep down inside, he's like, man, I had a lot of fun.
He had a lot of fun. But was it worth it? Everything has a cost, right?
That blonde I met in Sausalito at the Waffle House, man, that was a great night.
Was Perkins Penelope worth the losing the lifelong goal?
Just pulled Sausalito out of my ass.
Choice you'll have to wrestle with into eternity. But, not my problem.
But look, hey, kudos to Aaron Rai. He deserves all the credit and all of the accolades he's going to get here. And now he's secured just a buku of tournaments and time on the tour, and he'll probably be showing up on Johnny's card here quite a bit more. So,
all right, let's get to the Rays now. A good weekend, 2 of 3. They just continue to play really good baseball. When you're winning almost every game at the Trop, you tend to focus on, what happened on Saturday? Saturday was a weird game, really weird game. Is kind of a Sandy Alcantara and Nick Martinez in a pitcher's duel back and forth, and then it got completely out of hand in extra innings. I mean, the Rays came back to tie it against Pete Fairbanks because, of course, that's what Pete Fairbanks does. He doesn't save games. He is Mr. Drama. We love him. But that's why the Rays let him go. And so he lost the save but got the win because Hunter Biggie gave up 8. He gave up 8 runs. Hunter Biggie came into this game having retired 19 of the last 20 batters that he faced. That's good. That's really good. And then he shite himself on Saturday as he gave up 8 runs. Son, your ERA will never recover from that this year.
81 was his ERA in that game.
But it's just one game. Forget it. Bag it, move on. The Rays are the first in the American League to 30 wins. They're still 18. They've won 18 of their last 22 games. They've won 7 series in a row for the first time since 2013. They did it all yesterday with a little small ball this weekend on Friday and winning 7-2. Cedric Mullins had a great weekend. Is now hitting .310 in his last 13 games. See, I did it again. Timmy. Did I not? Have I been on Mullins for 2 weeks now? Right? I was all over his ass. Get rid of him. As soon as I say get rid of him, it's 310 in the last 13 games. Piece of cake. Any of these slump. You know what I just figured out? I'm the slump buster.
I need to bust my slump too.
You know what they say when you look around the room and you don't see the slump buster? It's you.
It's you. That's actually a very good point.
You know what? The people who know, that's funny. That's funny. No, but I guess I am the slump buster. As soon as I start ragging on a dude, he is due. So now I got who's next? Who do we need? Who's in a slump? Anybody really? Yanni was in a bit of a dive, but then I think he went 0 for 15, which I never thought I'd see that. But he hit a bomb yesterday. Holy shizbang. I love it when Yandy knows he's gone yard because you can't tell by the angle of because normally his flat swing does not produce high majestic shots. It's line drives. So when it leaves the bat, you don't know if it's out. All you got to do is watch Yandy. So when he smoked that ball, he just flipped the bat and stood there. And I said, oh shit, that's going out. That's good. Yeah. It's your ball disappears from the frame, and you're just saying, how high on the center field wall is that going to hit? And that's the only thing that's left. And it was about 30 feet above the center field wall, 20 feet, I don't know what it was, but it was like a 435-yard shot, whatever it was. Dead center laser beam. And Junior got one, too, to get him started yesterday. Another wipeout slider that moved about 1.5 feet that he hooked into the seats. This dude can hit bad pitches out of the yard better than anybody since our boy Vladdy, since Junior's papa. This guy, it doesn't matter. He can contort his body and change his power level like the last moment, and then it's just a flick of the hands. Those hands are just absolutely the best hands in baseball. Shaboom! Hooks it around, another home run, 12th of the year. Yeah, he's going for 50. He's going for 50 this year. And the way he's hitting them now, because he doesn't, it's not like these guys, and the pitcher, by the way, the pitcher, who was that? I forget who it was on Saturday. He turns around and he's like, what the was that? How the hell did you hit that? Because that pitch is like, all right, I'm going to throw him one on the outside, slider moving away. At least he won't hit it out. Mother, he just hit it out. He just hit that son of a bitch out. Oh, what are you going to do? What are you going to do? When that guy's reaching across the plate and hooking balls to left field seats that are, 6 inches off the plate and moving away, I don't know what you do with that. I can't wait to hear Orestes' take on that home run, because that one and the one he golfed out last week, he's hitting pitches that nobody should be hitting out for home runs.
Yeah.
I mean, absolutely insane. Taylor Walls, my boy. The best thing, like the only positive thing about FSU these days, even our diamond ladies couldn't get out of their own regional. Goddamn UCF Knights beat us. We're cursed. When our softball team can't win at home,
I was wondering if you're going to bring that up. I had that prepared.
We're cursed. But anyway, the Florida State's finest product, Taylor Walls, is the man with the bases loaded. A career average of 192, but with the bases loaded, 387. That's weird. That's another weird stat. Look at me. I'm nicking numbers today.
That is kind of
387 weird. With the bases loaded with a 1.011 OPS. And in the fourth inning yesterday, bases loaded triple. Smoked it to the gap. Cleared the bases. That was the extender. Now, in the eighth inning, they got a little trouble. Clevenger came in and gave up, got a strikeout, and then gave up 3 straight hits. Gave up a run. And then they brought in Seymour. Usually it's the other way. Usually it's Clevenger cleaning up Seymour's mess. But Seymour came in and got 2 big outs, got him out of that, and then they closed, and they win that one. So 7-2 Friday. Then they lost 10-5, and then they come back and win 6-3 yesterday. So a nice weekend for your Rays. Nick Martinez was great yesterday. Is now lowered his ERA to 1.51. That's another guy I was ragging on before the season.
Yep.
Got him going. Yeah, so that's a good weekend. Really, really good. They did lose Fraley to a hernia, and they called up Carson Williams, the shortstop, which is interesting. Now, I know he's not going to – you can't take Taylor Walls out of the game.
No.
I mean, you give him a couple days off a week, maybe 1 day off a week, plus the off day. I mean, is Carson coming up to play 1 day? This is interesting. Like, what are they doing with him?
Big O loved this move, though.
Yeah. No, I'm interested to see how they use him.
Yeah.
He's not, because he's just, I don't think he's going to get any better at AAA, and his bat is just too good not to have up here, frankly. So I'll be very interested to see how they're going to use him, and Big O can opine on that as well. All right, let's get to some baseball commentary, and we'll begin with the letter A, as in Alejandro.
So, JP, real quick, as we produce on the air, I have some very interesting tidbits about the Rays from ESPN that I wanted to cover.
Well, then please, Nicky, numbers.
Do you want to
regale me with your numbers?
Do you want me to save this for Big O when he comes on? It might take. I'll
bring it. I'm interested. He'll have his own numbers.
All right, I'll tell you this. So
you think you're getting in a word edgewise as I stumble over that when Big O comes in?
Probably. I never do. That's why I just take myself off the screen.
Yeah, that's why I rest my voice.
I go do a Cowboys podcast while you guys are talking Rays.
Yeah. I mean, I'm just listening. I don't need to be talking. I'm just listening. Anyway, I'm just learning.
So ESPN looked at the season starts of the Rays, Cardinals, Pirates, and White Sox, who are all doing very, very well, obviously.
Okay.
And they asked a question. This is from David Schoenfield, noted baseball writer. The Tampa Bay Rays, 30-15, 9-1 in one-run games, a run differential of plus 25, preseason power ranking of 21. Things looked bleak in the preseason, JP, as we talked about, or the offseason. He noted that from their original breakout season in 08 to their last playoff appearance in 23, the Rays have followed the same similar pattern to winning, and that is with excellent defense. They're third in the majors in defensive runs saved over those years in that span. They've also utilized speed on the bases, first in base running runs during that time, and an effective bullpen, third in ERA and second in win probability added during that time. However, or as my East Texas accent dad, the sainted Eddie Joe, would have said, however, the Tampa Bay Rays of 2026 are not those Rays. They talked about their defense. They're sixth in DRS. The Rays are 26 in StatCast's outs above average, with a couple of clear defensive liabilities in Caminero and Aranda. Talked about their base running. Despite the presence of speedster Chandler Simpson, the Rays are tied for 12th in Fangraph's base running metric. And then the bullpen. The Rays are 21st in ERA and tied for 22nd in strikeout rate. So then, all of those things being considered, well, they must be winning with our offense, right? Nope. They're 13th in runs scored and tied for 25th in home runs. So, it must be the rotation. Well, yes, kind of, sort of. They're second in the majors with a 2.94 ERA. They have the second lowest OPS allowed, although they're just 24th in strikeout rate and 21st in innings pitched. And when you think about it, they're also scrambling to fill the rotation beyond the top three of Rasmussen, McClanahan, and Martinez. Matz and Boyle injuries haven't helped. Ryan Pepio not even being here for the entire season hasn't helped. Griffin Jacks was supposed to be your top reliever. He's now in the rotation, which weakens your bullpen depth. All of these aren't the underlying statistics of a 30-15 team. The one key number that has been skipped here is the bullpen, at least until Hunter Biggie's 8-run implosion on Saturday, has been clutch in close games, leading the majors in win probability added. There's still concerns about the bullpen depth, especially with Jack starting, and those numbers suggest this isn't a pen that's going to keep going. As good as Rasmussen and McClanahan have been, they're also 5 and dive starters due to their history of injuries, which adds pressure to a pen that will add up over the course of a season.
There it is.
So the verdict, though, is this a real threat? Is this a playoff team based on all of those? While it's a tricky call, ESPN thinks they are a real threat for the playoffs, JP. Basically, David says, due to the mediocrity of the rest of the American League, if the Rays play just 500 ball the rest of the way, they're at 88 wins.
Right.
And that will almost assuredly get you into the playoffs, but you're also looking at an offense that has no home runs from 3 of its regulars in Simpson, Walls, and Williamson, 1 home run from its catchers. The Rays are a serious playoff contender. Just because of this fast start. But the big 3 of Caminero, Aranda, and Diaz, plus the top 3 starters, have got to continue to put in the work because that's really their only hope.
Yeah. I like that. I like that analysis a lot. And this is where it gets really interesting for me. Much of these analytics, and not only the analytics themselves, but the common conclusions that are drawn from these. Oh, you got to be a high barrel team in order to win in this league. Yeah. That's based on big boy ball. That's not based on small ball. While the analytics don't change, the conclusions that analysts come to based on these metrics do change or should change, because the reason why the Rays are a bit of a enigma here is because of the small ball and the level at which they're executing it. See, this is the thing. Most people and national pundits will pop into Rays games every now and then. They'll watch the highlights. They don't watch all the games like we do. Right. So I don't think you can really appreciate this team and how they play and how they win unless you're watching every day. And when you're seeing, wow, that Taylor Walls just saved 2 runs with that play. Wow. Cedric Mullins just saved 2 runs with that catch. Ooh, Chandler Simpson probably saved 2 runs with that catch. So, but their defensive metrics aren't good. You know why? Caminero. You take Caminero out, he's got a lot of errors. I think he's got 10, 12 errors early on in this. And not only does he have actual errors, but balls that he's cut off from Taylor Walls that may have been ruled hits, that would have been outs if he just gets the F out of the way. So there's a lot of these things. They're not throwing out base runners, but a lot of these negative things, they've made up for it in other ways. And you have to watch, the execution of the bunts, the way they're running, when they steal bases, how they steal bases. They're not just stealing bases to steal bases. They're stealing bases that are scoring runs, which makes their runners in scoring position number one of the better, which I think is one of the better ones in the league. That's what O's been talking about.
Yep.
So my point is that this is all new for these, and the analytics crowd hasn't seen a team like this since, as O has said many times, the 85, 86, 87 Cardinals, which has found its way into other podcasts, and no credit given.
No credit given, huh?
It's very interesting how that happens. Exact words come out of my mouth and his, and like last week when we talked about the great stuff from Pewter Report, and I said Scott Reynolds came up with this. We love to do that because we listen to a lot of local podcasts. And I always, if I hear something and I repeat it to you, I try as best I can consciously to give credit to where credit is due. It's professional. It's what you should be doing. But anyway, but O has been all over this for and he's 100% right. This is small ball executing. This is Terry Pendleton. This is Willie McGee. This is Ozzie Smith. Is Taylor Walls Ozzie Smith? It kind of is. Yeah.
Can he flip?
I think he can.
Got to do the flip.
He can flip like Charlie Crist, baby. Come on.
There you go. There you go.
The political, we love Charlie. But listen, it's interesting, and I can't sit here and say with any certainty that this has staying power. I want to see. I think they are a little bit held together by some string and glue here in the rotation. I'm a little bit worried about that because history tells me at some point, I'm not going to mention any names because then I'll get you spoken into existence, but we know what we're talking about here. The fact that all these guys are going to make all their starts for the season, that's not practical.
Right.
That's not practical. So we got to get Boyle back. We're not getting Pepio back, but we got to get Boyle back. And maybe there's another starter in there that needs to get, maybe it's Griffin Jacks that becomes a starter. I don't know. But they need a little bit more depth there. They may need to add an arm. I don't know. We'll see. But and
if you do add an arm, do you go add a starter, a proven starter from somewhere, put Jacks back in the bullpen, or do you keep Jacks in the rotation and go get your depth in the bullpen?
I'm almost like happy that Uceda hasn't pitched yet.
Yeah.
Because when he comes back, he's going to be fresh. Now, will he be durable? We'll see. But if he comes back and he's fresh and he's only got to pitch for 3 months, that's a good thing for us. They're going to work his ass, but he's going to, if he can step in there and be that guy.
Yeah, that's like making a trade, right, for a guy.
Right, exactly. Yeah, and that's a great arm to have. So, they've got some things waiting in the wings. But and let's see how this, Carson Williams plays out. I think that's an interesting piece and how they use him. I hate to say this, but I don't know. And I'll be interested to hear what O says. Will Caminero be DHing more? I don't know. I mean, are we better? You want to move Williamson or Carson to third? I mean, Williamson, Carson, Walls is a lot better defensively than Caminero. I mean, you never take his bat out of the lineup, and I underscore never, ever, ever, ever. But I don't know what they're thinking. It's going to be interesting to see how they use him. And this is what I love. It's just another piece for Kevin Cash. People are loving Edgy Alejandro. He says those stinky fish need to go back to the brown, murky water they swim in because of how shitty not only the team is, but how shitty the city is. Ooh, shots fired. Let's continue rolling on. 2 out of 3 of the Orioles. Woo!
Shots fired. Shots fired.
Shots fired.
Damn, Alejandro. Rick says, Alejandro, bringing the heat. The new Edgy Alejandro. Edgy Alejandro. That's his new name. Yes, Rick. Edgy Alejandro. Yes.
We're all drunk.
Here we are. 10 o'clock in the morning, and we're all
Love you, Alejandro.
Yeah. He continues. I hope the Blue Jays, even though I doubt want them to win, I don't want them to win, could please split the series since they're playing 4 games versus the Yankees. So take 2 out of 4, and let's take 2 out of 3 against the O's. Hey, listen, Edgy Andro, the Orioles suck. Give me a rant on how much the Orioles suck and how much we're going to sweep them. Stop with this 2 out of 3 garbage. Come on now. Give me something edgy on that. Wesley Wright says, hey, JP, do you know how long the Rays meeting will last on Wednesday? Do you think it will be all day? I got to look into all that stuff. You guys are talking about being at these meetings. Let me see what if there's going to be public comment, what's going to go on.
Yeah.
I got to do a little research on that. I'm not going to try to bullshit you like I normally do. I'm going to do a little research on that, make some calls, and see what – because I don't want you guys going down there if, there's no need to go. So let's I promise you I will do that research and get back to you tomorrow on that. Or keep a look on my social media, so I'll probably put something up today as well. Let's take a break before I get to comments because I went out of order there. You're out of order. I'm out of order. Hey, I want to tell you about the great folks at Genesis of Tampa, our presenting sponsor in the first hour. We love those folks. It's first responder and police month over at Genesis of Tampa. So everything you buy there, every car you buy, a portion of those proceeds will go to the donation to those charities. They got Memorial Day coming up. They're going to be doing barbecue, of course. They'll be at the smoker out there, giving away free food on Memorial Day. So always something going on over at Genesis of Tampa. It's like a party over there every day. So go on over and test drive one of these great vehicles. I got the GV70, which is absolutely perfect for me. And I'm a mid-size SUV, but the luxury, the performance, man, when I need that thing to get up and go, it gets up and go. Put it in sport mode. Woo! It's like driving that Porsche Cayenne thing, only better and a lot less expensive. I mean, a lot less expensive. And that's the beauty of the Genesis. It is high luxury, high performance, not a high price. Go check them out at Genesis of Tampa, 801 East Bears Avenue, right off of 275 North. Back in 3. Pitch Roofing believes giving back is part of doing business the right way. That's why they proudly offer exclusive discounts to those who gave the most to our communities, including veterans, first responders, seniors, and teachers. And for listeners of the JP Peterson Show, there's even more good news. Pitch Roofing is now offering a special discount just for fans of the show. With so many roofing companies coming and going in Florida, it's important to choose a contractor you can count on long after the job is done, especially when it comes to honoring your warranty. Pitch Roofing is built for the long haul with a reputation for quality, transparency, and standing behind their work. Whether it's a repair or a full replacement, their team delivers honest guidance, quality workmanship, and no high-pressure sales. Call 727-67-PITCH, 727-677-4824, or visit pitchroofing.com to schedule a free estimate.
Pitch Roofing, roofing done right.
As the Rays enjoy being back in their Tropicana Field home this season that was ravaged by Hurricane Milton, Italiano Insurance wants to remind us all how important it is to be properly insured. 40% of you are underinsured. That can mean financial disaster. Let the experienced and friendly agents at Italiano shop your policies for the best price and the right coverage. Italiano saved me over $1,000 on our auto insurance last year, over $500 on our homeowners insurance. They can do the same for you. That's a grand slam. Might as well get a double play by adding flood insurance and business insurance to your portfolio. Costs less than you think, and trust me, you do not want to risk your home or personal wealth. That's a whiff. So step up to the plate and call 813-877-7799 and chat with our all-star agents at Italiano Insurance, or call our Boca Grande office at 941-964-0400. Hey guys, you already know that Riveters is the best sports bar in all of Tampa Bay, but now it gets even better for Rays baseball season. During all Rays games, check this out, $6 Tito's, $6 Jack, $6 margaritas, all during Rays games. Are you kidding me? And that's always a great pour from the great bartenders at Riveters. Great service, great food, everything is fresh, nothing is frozen. And let me tell you, if you want baseball and wings, you will not find any better than Riveters. Their sauces, like the blue cheese and the ranch, and everything is handmade, and the wings are big, and they're perfect. Wings, baseball, Rays, Riveters. It all comes together during baseball season. Once again, in addition to all the great food and service you get, $6 Tito's, $6 Jacks, $6 margaritas. It's time to celebrate. Baseball season is back, and celebrate at Riveters. You know where it is, right there on Dale Mabry, just north of 275, just south of the stadium. See you there at Riveters. It's Diamond Days at the Golden Diamond Source. Celebrate April's birthstone, which is diamonds, as they take center stage. Up to 20% off the diamond jewelry throughout the month of April. And don't forget, you could trade in your broken or old jewelry towards something new and beautiful. Gold prices are at a record high. Now is the best time. And by the way, they only sell natural diamonds at the Golden Diamond Source. It's real love. It should be real natural diamonds. Don't start your relationship with a fake diamond. Really, really bad idea. And for the Golden Diamond Source first-time buyers, they are going to teach you all about the 4 C's and all the different shapes and styles. They are able to show you a huge selection of inventory to choose from. And by the way, you can trust them. They've been in business for over 40 years. Don't buy something online. You have no idea what you're getting. 0% financing for up to 5 years. Make sure it's a Golden Diamond Source diamond. 3800 Ulmerton Road. Always online at goldendiamond.com. Hey, JP here for Genesis of Tampa and the Murphy Auto Group. I think the best way to experience a business is to use that business. And I just did at Genesis of Tampa. Just bought a GV70, a 2023, and it feels and drives all new. It's an absolutely fantastic car. The technology, the comfort, and the price, absolutely outstanding. Frankly, I never thought I could get into a car like this, but they made me a deal I could not refuse. And I also get the VIP service where you can just drive right up, their pit stop service. They'll top off all the fluids, make sure your air in your tires is good, new wipers if you want them. If you need extended service, they will come to you, bring you a courtesy car, and then bring your car back. What more do you want? The experience was just VIP all the way. And you can get that at Genesis of Tampa. And don't forget, you can get extended warranty, which I did. So I have worry-free miles up to 100,000, and all they do is just take it in. Actually, I don't have to take it in. They come to me. It's perfect. It's Genesis of Tampa right there, 801 East Bears Avenue, right off of 275. Go see them and tell them JP sent you.
Let's go.
Right now, back to the show on FanStream Sports.
All right, welcome back to the JP Peterson Show here on this Monday. Hey, great place to watch Rays baseball and Game 7 tonight. What to watch? Game 7 at Riveters tonight and Rays baseball against the Orioles tonight. You can watch them both. Maybe some NBA basketball mixed in there. By the way, that Game 7 last night, woo! That was awful.
Are we happy Detroit lost?
I'll be happy to get drunk at Riveters if that's when I went to watch. But if you're looking to watch a game, where should we go? Where should we go to watch it? It's always Riveters. The best food, freshest food, very affordable, best staff. It's everything you want. Indoor, outdoor, really, really cool place. It's right there just south of the stadium on Dale Mabry, just north of 275. Tell them JP sent you. And during every Rays game, say it's happy hour. $6 Jack, $6 margaritas, and $6 Tito's.
Do you go frozen or do you go rocks on your margaritas?
It depends on where I am. If I'm on a beach, you always go frozen. because it stays colder longer in the heat, right? And it feels that's where it belongs. The frozen margarita is a beach. You must be like, if you're not near water, you can't drink a frozen margarita. I don't get it. But if you're in a bar and you're feeling a margarita, then yeah, you want it on the rocks, nice and cool and crisp and clean in a nice, beautiful glass. Yeah. With salted, obviously salted with a lime.
Don't tell that to the female population of Tampa Bay.
I just, those are my margarita rules.
Yeah, I don't disagree. See, when I'm in the ocean beach setting, I almost go to the pina colada.
Well, I was just going to say, now let's rank the frozen beverages.
Yeah.
And margarita is not at the top for me. I am a rum runner guy.
Okay.
Ooh, rum runner. Yeah. First of all, best frozen drink you'll ever have is Bushwhacker. and we used where's my buddy Kevin Woodall when I need him? Pensacola Beach, but that's the name of the place, Bushwhackers, yeah. And they made the greatest Bushwhackers and you get the Bushwhacker with the 151 float on top. Night. Thank you for playing.
They don't serve Bacardi 151 in any bars here anymore.
Oh yeah.
And they don't serve Turkey 101 anymore either. You can't have anything more than like 80 proof in bars anymore because it's flammable. It's flammable, JP.
Now that's fascist.
I agree.
It's
racist too.
So I go Bushwhacker and then I go Rum Runner.
Okay.
Rum Runner is, the blackberry brandy, and as a former bartender, my specialty was making frozen rum runners. They are, it is a specialty. You have to have the exact ingredients, and the blackberry rum I have to have that. Mm-hmm. I'm remembering correctly. I drank too many of them, so I don't remember.
Where were you in the Brandy Alexander fence?
Isn't that a creamy drink?
It's a frozen. It's like adult chocolate milkshake. But it's got brandy in it. Chocolate syrup, ice cream.
No, my mom doesn't drink brandy.
I liked it, but I made a ton of those down when I worked in the West End Marketplace in downtown Dallas.
I always hated it when I was cleaning up after parties and I got one that was brandy because that's how you clean up after your parents' parties. You don't pour them out.
Smells the same.
Yeah. So you got to watch it. Somebody mixes a brandy in there. You're like, oh no, that didn't go down well.
No, never does.
Exploits of my 12-year-old youth.
Dangerous.
I'm literally cleaning up after parties. That was funny. Alejandro says, can't wait to see the Buccaneers this season. I got my tickets for $640 for 5 games, and I can't wait. Steelers game I'm most excited about, especially since it's the official Aaron Rodgers back. Edgiandro, your obsession with Aaron Rodgers,
I don't get it.
Befuddles me.
See, to me, if Aaron Rodgers was coming with the Steelers,
the 43-year-old dude that's not going to practice with his team.
I'm exiting that game off. I'm not even going to that game. But what's the point? Well, unless you just want to see a Bucs win, because that's
the rest of the Steeler Nation will certainly be going here. Guarantee you that. JS813 guy says, besides the snowman, the Rays gave up in the 10th on Saturday. They looked really good all weekend. I would agree with that. And that's the other thing about those stats, Timmy, I wanted to say. I forgot about this. The first 2 weeks were so bad statistically. Like they gave up 7, 8, 9 runs in an inning like 5 or 6 times. So I think since we're still kind of in that 40 game range, 3 or 4 blips, on the schedule that are just got out of whack can really shape your stats. So I think if you looked at those stats from the last 22 games where they're 18-4, I think you would see a much different picture in where they rank. And to me, that's what's important because, again, when you're watching every game, you got to throw those innings out. I mean, they just got out of hand. And then that one Saturday night, I would put in that category as well. For some reason, the Rays they've had 5 innings where they've given up 7 or more runs. And that's completely, out of the norm. If you threw those out in a literally smaller sample size. So a lot of these conclusions we're talking about are over the season, right? And we're not to that point yet. We're still in a smaller sample size.
Right.
So that's another thing I'll say about that. That would lead me to say it's more sustaining than you think based on the numbers. Mm-hmm. Alejandro said the games that are going are the following: Steelers, Aaron Rodgers, Matthew Stafford. He likes the male Cougars, like the Cougar quarterbacks, right?
I don't know if Jordan Love and Justin Herbert fit into that.
No, but the first two, like, I got news for you. You may not see Aaron Rodgers or Matthew Stafford because Matthew Stafford's week 17. I'm just gonna go ahead and say he may not be playing in that game. Yes, sir.
Oh, yeah, resting for the playoffs.
That too. Either resting
unless
for the
they're chasing the number one seed.
Knocked out with that back injury. All right, let's get to somebody else. Kurt Thorson says, our listeners here going to attend county commission and city council meetings. All gas, no brakes. Detractors will show. Yes, you are correct, Kurt. Yep. I will agree with you here. And thank you for appearing last time. We got to keep our foot on the gas. If there's public comment, then, yeah, I think we should show up. Danny Boy says, per the city of Tampa net post on X, county commission vote on Wednesday, city of Tampa vote on Thursday on the MOU with the Rays. Now listen to this. Now, I don't think there's going to be public comment for these, but I'll find out. And Mayor Castor said in the press conference, was that on Friday? Yeah, it was. So we haven't talked about this at the press conference. Mm-hmm. I got some tidbits for you on the press conference.
You were all over it on X.
Yeah. Thank you. That's why we attended. So the mayor said that I don't know why any public servant would not vote for this because it's a non-binding MOU. So these votes that are coming up on this week are to approve the non-binding MOU. Well, then, JP, what's the even point of this thing? It's a good question. It's an excellent question. And I asked that question privately to more people just to kind of feel them out. And the bottom line is I went through the whole thing. This deal is done. Like Clendenin said on this program twice now, it's 99% done. This MOU it's what he was talking about. It's 99% done. So now when you get down to the specifics of each one, when you have to like codify it, sign the documents, right? That's what's left to do. There's going to be a few items that are there. But when you get this far, neither side wants to bowl. Like there's not going to be anything in here where there are still sticking points, they're going to meet in the middle and just get it done. And that's the feeling that I got that these votes will pass. They should pass 7-0. Of course, Mr. Wostall will certainly be a 1 and maybe even Charlie. But to Jane's point, if you're saying no at this point, you're saying we don't even want to even think about the possibility of doing this. I'm going to short circuit. My vote is going to try to short circuit everybody else's, all the work that all these other commissioners are put in and feel is very valid. I'm just going to short circuit the whole thing because you're not going to move forward on what's a non-binding MOU. So I think she's right. And all you need is a 4-3. So I think both of these pass easily. Now, there'll be votes on other documents that may not pass as easily, but I think this thing is that's why they had the press conference the other day. Because it's just, not to say that the deal is 100% done, but it's to show to the state legislature, number one, that this thing is happening. This is not all and I think one of the reasons they did it is because of what we've been talking about. The negativity is a very vocal minority, in my opinion. You look at social media, right? And I would say more in the last 2 weeks, since our speeches, in the last 2 weeks has turned all pro. I mean, not all, but I think what used to be 60-40 pro now to me looks closer to 80-20. And I think this thing has started to really, really steamroll in a positive way. And I don't think I think that's because people are getting educated. The people that say, oh, the billionaires get all the money are finally, because the media, and Ken Hagan said this the other day, he said, I'm glad all the media is here. And because we're having a hard time telling the story of the benefits because you guys are not talking about the benefits. You're just talking, I'm paraphrasing here, you're just talking about how much the stadium costs the public, which is a sliver of what this is about. First of all, what the public is paying for the stadium is less than 45% now. It's closer to 60-40 than it is 50-50. So you're talking about a minority of cost to the stadium, number one, and literally 1/10 of what's going to be spent in the bigger realm. 1/10 is what all you're talking about is 1/10 of what this project is, and you're focusing on that. You're not focusing on the 90% of the other. That's bad journalism. That's really, really bad journalism. And I think begrudgingly, we've seen a lot of the media outlets start talking about the benefits, which are numerous. And I'm seeing less, we don't get anything. And now I see more, we don't get enough, which, okay, we can debate. But if we're getting back just 3-1 at minimum in our investment, that's just getting back in your investment, cold hard dollars. But in economic impact, 77-1, like Mayor Castor said, it's a no-brainer. The people that do this for a living, the council folks, okay, the commission folks who have all the numbers in front of them and all the projections, and unlike you, they can't just say, those studies are garbage. They can't say that because they actually have to be adults about it and look at the numbers and say, if we invest X, we get back this, because in the other 30 or 40 investments that we've seen like this is what typically happens. They're using things that have happened previously in the Battery, in Texas, in Kansas City, all these other places, not Kansas City because it hasn't happened yet, but these places where they built these, and not just in baseball, but in other sports, how that money is coming back to the localities. These are proven models now. And if you want to just say, that doesn't mean anything, well, then you're just not living in the world of reality. And unfortunately, or fortunately, our elected officials have to live in the world of reality, where when you do deals like this, you have to do projections because nobody has a crystal ball and nobody has the perfect numbers. Like Joshua Wostall is constantly crying, we don't have enough information to go. It's like, I don't have a crystal ball, bro. I can't tell you how much the sales tax is going to be next year, but I've got tons of data points that can point me in that direction. And we have to, if you're going to build anything, you have to rely on these projections to fund the project. Big boy, that's how it works. So as long as you want to keep crying about, you don't believe that this estimate that you paid for, by the way, an independent study that you paid for, the county, and the TSA paid for, then I don't know what to tell you. You can't argue with somebody who's just going to deny the basic facts of the deal to support their side. So as for the votes, I would expect them all to go through very, very easily. Aviation says Aaron Rai went and got that sucker. Props to him. Absolutely. It's a great story. It just didn't feel like it. I don't know why. While I was watching it, maybe was that personal?
You didn't get goosebumps? Because I got goosebumps.
When he made the putt, I got goosebumps.
He
made the 70-footer at 17.
Yeah.
That finally kind of, maybe I was just distracted. You know, I laugh at this.
I don't know what you were doing.
Rick says, Nick impersonation, just drink a Busch Light apple out of a sippy cup.
Oh. Wow.
Nikki, if you're watching between diaper change, I need a retort on that. But he's just laughing.
Wow.
Danny Boy said, the late Steve Dumek
make
would
a
have
Busch
plenty
Light
of
apple? I've never heard of that before.
Yeah, no, we talked at length about that. You missed that episode. He totally copped it, drinking Busch Light apple.
What are we doing?
Yeah.
Man card violation.
Yeah, absolutely. The late Steve Dumek would have plenty of opinions on yesterday's PGA final round. He missed even today in majors like this. He's missed, yeah. What do you think his take would be, Danny Boy? I think it would be similar to mine. Like, where were the great players? What had you guys just absolutely shit the bed? That would be his. I totally would say that would be his take. Same as mine. I know this. Aviation's Rai 600 through his last 10. He went and got it. No, absolutely. Props to him. But it was there for other guys to take too.
It was.
That are not.
I mean, but you finished 3 clear of the field, including John Rahm, who's considered one of the best. Well, at least until he joined that circuits tour, was one of the best ever.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, you just can't. You can't take anything away from that.
Listen, and you can't tell me that John Rahm's game has not suffered by playing in the carnival.
Of course it has. Those guys, number one, they don't walk.
Yep.
They're riding carts. And you don't think these guys, Brooks Koepka is finding that out very hard. He is struggling to get back in shape, walking 72 holes over the course of a weekend.
I agree.
And all these other guys are going to figure that out too.
It's not just walking, it's playing. It's a whole nother day of playing.
Holes.
Yeah. Under pressure. It's just, yeah. John Hill says, since JP is fired up, Tim, chat about UCF beating FSU women in softball this weekend. Shut your Iowa State pie hole. Yeah, Justin shot 65, but he was too far back. And he made some pretty egregious errors as well.
Yeah.
His
game
errors.
might not make it back either.
Danny Boy says, hey, John Hill, you might want to remind Tim about TAMU getting run ruled by Arizona State. Ooh.
Are we talking softball or are we talking baseball?
Softball.
Probably.
Don't you denigrate softball. And by the way, so USF over the weekend, we had Ken Erickson on last week, USF softball coach. So they went to Arkansas. They got to the championship game against Arkansas. I have not seen the play. I've been trying to find it, but the coverage is scarce. Evidently, there was a key rundown in the game, and his girl got called for obstruction, I think. Mm-hmm. And he lost his effing mind. And it was also because I'm told the home plate umpire was just screwing USF. And this is part of the problem. At the SEC got 8 of the 12 sites. Is that correct?
I believe so.
The SEC, and then that umpiring, an SEC crew just screwed USF, and Ken had enough of it, and he went firecracker on him. I saw the him going nuts on the umpire went viral, but I don't know. I'm gonna text him today. Hopefully he's calmed down since then. Find out what the hell happened. But he doesn't get that crazy unless it's well-deserved. That's for damn sure. Sticking up for his ladies there. So, but a great season by USF again, and they get screwed by the SEC bias. Welcome to my world.
Mm-hmm.
JS813 guy says the Rays have the best record at MLB against teams under 500, top 5 against baseball, against teams better than 500. This is our season.
Got to stay healthy.
We covered all of it. Oh.
Yeah, got to stay healthy.
Mm-hmm. Danny says baseball benchmarks from Memorial Day, 4th of July, All-Star break, trade deadline, Labor Day. I love when Danny goes all educational on us.
Starts throwing out
Nathan
dates.
Elliott is now giving me the moniker. Good morning, JP Slumpbuster Peterson. Tim's the most interesting man in the world. Check that stat. Alex Nunn. Good morning, Q said, I disagree, JP. Marlins didn't lose because of Fairbanks. They lost because their entire infield sucks. Yeah, that's probably part of it, too. But I'm just saying, Pete is always, that's why we got rid of him. It became too much drama. He went from 14 strikeouts per 9 innings to 8 in 3 years. That's not going to get it done. Tim Wotherspoon says the Rays have started the season hot before. I'd like to see them stay hot. What can they do to stay on a hot streak? Well, that's what I'm saying. Last year they got hot, but as I recall, they were, power showed up. They were hitting a bunch of home runs in the bandbox there. And then something that happened last year that is not going to happen this year, the front loaded schedule. And then they had to go on the road for the entire summer, and it was just hot as hell. And they had to be away from home. So that's not helping. That's not happening this year. So that's a good thing. Captain K says, I got a question. Of the 12 home runs that Caminero has hit, how many have been solo shots? I think 11 of them have been solo shots. Just wondering. I think he does have an unusually low number of RBIs for the number of home runs he's hit. So I think you might be right about that. Sinzo 1361 says huge plays at short for Walls. Junior needs to stay out of the way of that defensive beast. Yeah. Walls was just an absolute beast with the glove this week as well. And the bases loaded triple. Alex also says Marlins easily win. The bases stolen. Probably they stole 6 yesterday alone on Fortes. It was like, my God. Very negative here this morning, Alex. You're doing a little Bucks basement baseball today.
Mm-hmm.
We won 2 of 3. Come on now. Alejandro says Palacios and Velade will get more playing time in the outfield. I like that. While Fraley is on the IL, and you will have Carson Williams, Ben Williamson, Taylor Walls will take the reps at shortstop and second base. Yeah, it works for me. Alex says, the same ESPN that said we're going to be 10 games under 500. True. That's true.
Well, I mean, preseason ranking was 21st in the league, so tells you what you need to know.
Rick says, JP, the slump buster, can you take Todd to a coaching clinic this weekend? Todd did an interview with Kay Adams, I believe.
That
guys are
seems
doing
like a weird
a lot of
combination.
interviews.
Seems like a very weird combination, though. Kay Adams and Todd Bowles. I wonder how that went.
They like each other. They're very, not like.
Ooh.
See?
Daniel Jones might have something to say about that. Are they still together?
I don't even want to go there. Listen, this was a take I heard on the Ira Kaufman podcast, which I love very much. The boys over there. Listen to that. And Ira was like, you guys, you've done enough interviews. Hey, why don't you wait till you win something, huh? Why don't you wait something? Yeah, win something, then they go talk, all right?
That's part of the job.
I know, but you're not wrong.
He's not wrong.
Remember the old day where, you don't really talk unless you're doing something? So I kind of like that. Michael LaRue said Justin Light has been on a victory tour ever since Ruben Bain fell to 15 in the draft. But after the collapse and the decision to retain Todd Bowles, he basically went into witness protection. Michael LaRue, and I love Jason, and we're hoping to have him on this week. I might have to read that one to him. He might get mad at me, though.
Probably.
But listen, when things go your way, why not celebrate them? I mean, listen, the Dolphins passed. A lot of teams passed on him. So, they weren't so smart. At least we did the obvious and took him. I mean, listen, yeah, he'll be the first to admit that they were fortunate. Now, come on. And I'll still say I think Jason Light has done a hell of a job. He built a Super Bowl team, for God's sakes. They've been in the playoffs, and I know it's a crappy division. I get it. Hasn't drafted the Pro Bowlers. I mean,
hey, but there's still 3 other teams in the division that could have won the division that in a crappy division that didn't win the division. So,
listen, I'll still say I think this has been the mediocre play has been more about the coaching and the game management than it is the players. I think Jason Light's doing his job. Is he the best GM in the league? No. Is he top 5? Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'd have to say so.
I'm not disputing
He's got a super. I mean, first of all, let's just start with this. How many GMs in this league have a Super Bowl win on their resume in the last, 6 years? Mm-hmm. How many? That'll drop the list dramatically. How many have 4 playoff appearances and a Super Bowl, and 5 playoff appearances in a Super Bowl in the bat? 1. And that would be Kansas City.
I mean, I think the better question is,
do they have the same? No, have they changed GMs?
It's Bill Veach.
Yeah. He's been around. Yeah.
Yeah.
So there you go. I mean, top 5. Yeah. I think that's fair.
I think a better question is how many GMs that were GMs in 2020 are not even GMs in the league anymore.
Right. That's my point.
That's
my point. I mean, right there, the list goes probably down to 15 to 12.
Right.
It's probably, right there. And then is he in the upper half of that group? Yeah. Yeah, I think so. I think that it's not like that's a no-brainer. Again, his job is he ain't coaching them and managing the games and screwing up timeouts and calling bad defenses. That's this coach. Now, you can say he kept the coach, but you don't know that was his decision. That comes from ownership. That's an ownership call. So I think we have to be fair about that. All right, let's take another break. We'll come back on the other side, get some more of your comments in. I also want to get to a bunch of other stuff here. A couple thoughts on the NBA. Oh, and Levante said something this weekend on a podcast that I thought was very, very interesting that I also picked up from my friends at Joe Bucks Fan. So we'll credit that as well.
Why do you keep giving credit to people, JP?
It's just something kind of what I was taught in journalism school. Attribution is an important thing.
It is.
Not want to plagiarize. Anyway, Italiano Insurance is a great place to go to save money. It's not just what you make, it's what you keep. Came up with that one. I love what... It's a joke. I actually did. I wrote that in Italiano commercial long ago. And I love those folks at Italiano Insurance. It's what you keep. And they do a good job of helping you keep your money. I've gone to them and they say, hey, we saved you $1,000 on your auto insurance. Hey, we saved you $400 on your homeowner's insurance. That's real money. And you know what it cost me? Bupkis. Zilch. Nada. Nothing. Just a phone call. Free phone call. 813-877-7799. They also have a Boca Grande office as well, where Nat presides down there, Nat Italiano. So give them a call, 813-877-7799. They'll save you money. Back in 3. Well, the folks at Third Generation Plumbing and AC want to say thanks for making them so dadgum busy. Of course, advertising on your favorite Tampa Bay sports talk show helps, but it's their incredible customer service, honesty, and integrity that have earned them tons of 5-star reviews. And now you could be part of the team at Third Generation. Yes, they are so slammed, they need to hire more certified AC technicians and plumbers. It's a great family business to work for. My buddy John Rodriguez runs an old school family business since 1995. They pay well, give you all the holidays off, and they offer great benefits. No cold corporate atmosphere here. You're part of the family. If this sounds cool to you, call them and apply at 813-961-8024, or you can email your resume in at thirdgenerationplumbing.com. Just go to the website, you'll see the button, email them, or call them at 813-961-8024. And don't forget about the $169 yearly maintenance special. It's a no-brainer, guys. thirdgenerationplumbing.com, and they also do AC.
Ciao, Paolo Tini here, owner of Caffè Paradiso, voted number 3 People's Choice Award on Open Table. I want to thank all our loyal family of customers that have been enjoying our great traditional Italian dishes we make from scratch every day. It's a great family story we're proud of. Our family moved from Rimini, Italy in 1984. My dad, Caesar, started Donatello, and that's where I got the start in the restaurant business. I started Caffè Paradiso on South McDill in 1995, and we've been there ever since. From our traditional ossobuco, a veal slow roast for 4 hours, to our daily fresh catch, the Gruppo Paradiso, with a piccata sauce and lobster claw meat, homemade pasta like lasagna, farfalle salchicha, which is a bow tie pasta homemade with fresh sausage. Hold on a minute, JP's favorite.
I love it.
So come and have a glass of wine with me on South McDill. Get a reservation on Open Table and see all our 5-star reviews. Ciao, see you soon at Paradiso.
Sports fans, it's time to gear up. Head to fanstreamsports.com and check out our brand new merchandise store. We're talking bold t-shirts, 3/4 zips, hoodies, hats, mugs, and more. Everything you need to rep your favorite shows and your favorite crew. Whether you're rolling with the JP Peterson Show in Tampa Bay, From the Rough in Dallas, the Tim May Show featuring Clay Hall, or the Jeff Thidoff Show in Ohio, or any of our FanStream Sports original programming, we've got the perfect look for game day and every day. So don't wait. fanstreamsports.com. Click merch and grab your gear now. Wear the stream, live the stream, fanstreamsports.com.
Welcome to Kingmakers, home of the JP Peterson Show studio and Tampa's premier business networking and social club for members only. By day, it's an exclusive, vibrant co-working space with a stylish conference room, focus rooms, a full production studio, and an in-house marketing team. And by night, Kingmakers transforms into a sports-centric social hub with a full sports bar, golf simulator, and exclusive events. For young entrepreneurs and seasoned professionals, it's the perfect place to work hard, play hard, and make big moves in Midtown Tampa. Close the deal, celebrate the win. Only at Kingmakers. Become a member today at kingmakerstampa.com. Your business, your club. Hey, JP here for my concierge medical professional, Chris Lugo, PA. You've heard him on the show for a couple of years where he shares invaluable medical, nutritional, and supplement advice. With Chris, it's like having a medical provider as your best friend. What I love about this concierge service is the convenience and support he offers. I can text or call him 24/7 with any questions or concerns, and he'll promptly call in a prescription if needed. No office visits or copays required. It gives me peace of mind knowing I have someone genuinely invested in my health, not just focused on insurance profits. And the best part, the Bay Area Modern Medical Center's personal concierge service is more affordable than you might think. Don't let insurance companies dictate your health care. Take control of your health and wellness today. Visit BAMMC.com for more information and to schedule your initial free consultation. Empower yourself and take charge of your personal health with BAMMC.com.
Let's go. Right now, back to the show on FanStream Sports.
All right, welcome back to the JP Peterson Show. Appreciate you guys jumping in here. We're brought to you by the great folks at the Gold and Diamond Source. If you screwed up on Mother's Day, you can still make up for it. Head on over to the Gold and Diamond Source and get something shiny for your lady. And if they got the gift cards there, it's time to go shopping. Ladies and gentlemen, go on over there. Make sure you get those shiny earrings or a necklace there. Remember, it's all real diamonds at the Gold and Diamond Source. No fake diamonds over there. If you're going to get an engagement ring, do not start your beautiful, wonderful, organic, natural love marriage with a fake diamond. It's got to be a natural diamond. And they only sell those at the Gold and Diamond Source. You'll get your best deal right there. Go on over 3800 Omerton Road, about 15, 20 minutes from downtown Tampa. Just get on 275. Hop on over there. If you're in Pinellas, head on over 3800 Omerton Road. And always on at goldendiamond.com. Breaking news right here, Timmy.
Uh-oh.
Brett McMurphy, Urban Meyer loses arbitration over his firing in 2021, which saves the Jags more than $30 million, which they are using to pay Liam Cohen.
What possible I would love to read. Look, I don't do legal jargon and all that crap. I would love to hear a condensed Chat GPT version of what in God's name Urban Meyer had to sue the Jags over in his contract when he was fired based on performance or lack thereof.
No, wait a minute.
What possible case could he have?
No, it was kicking the kicker.
So what? The kicker missed the kick.
Kicking the kicker. I don't think they even started the season yet. He kicked the kicker.
Knee.
And then he also had his hands down the pants of some young lady in public when he didn't fly back with his team.
We've all been there. You know how many legal cases I'd be tied up in right now?
I'm just saying, like, yeah, I would like to see that too. Put that into Chat GPT and said, well, how did Urban Meyer, what was his legal argument for retaining that money? Because in my mind, he did everything he possibly could to get fired because he probably didn't even want the job. He was just a moneymaker.
Didn't they do a wrestling stunt too that was in the stadium that he was part of? Something.
Yeah, there was a lot. There was a lot there. Plus, the guy was absolutely freaking clueless as a pro coach. Had no idea how to handle pro players. Like, I'm going to treat them just like I did the kids at Ohio State, the 18-year-olds. That don't work. Here's another breaking news. Nashville just announced home of Super Bowl 2030. You know what they have in Nashville, Timmy? Tim? They got a brand new stadium.
They do. I haven't seen
$2 billion stadium covered. You know what they got next to it?
It's not an open air stadium?
I don't think so.
In Nashville.
I think I got a roof.
God, I hate the NFL.
It's freaking hot in the summer. No, that whole complex there is about tourism, bro. 1,000% about tourism. They're building it right across the river from Broadway. Got a nice pedestrian bridge. You walk right across. They're going to have a whole new entertainment district there right around the stadium. And that's what Super Bowls are now made of. And that's what we're going to have when this whole thing goes through. Entertainment village right next door to our stadium with a pedestrian bridge right across it. Hallelujah. Because you know why? Because our elected officials are smart. We're a tourism economy. How about that?
By the way, Josh Lambo was the kicker that sued Urban Meyer.
Yeah, right.
For creating a, quote, hostile work environment, end quote. Josh Lambo went to Texas A&M. He doesn't even know what hostile work environment is. Because they weren't playing the Longhorns back when he went there.
Well, they invented hostile work environment when Bear Bryant was there. I'm not mistaken with the Junction Boys, right?
Ask my dad. He was a Junction boy. Yeah, my dad was a Junction boy, and his story was he was the first one to quit. What's my dad's story?
What was the chicken wire story where they had to crawl under the chicken wire and it was electrified?
Well, the story from my dad was it was barbed wire. It wasn't chicken
Oh, it was
wire.
barbed wire.
It was barbed wire. Yeah. And not only was it barbed wire, it was heated
by the way,
sun.
kids out there, when or old men, old heads are talking about the good old days, that's not what we meant. That's not. We evolved from that, and it was just like more. That's not what we're talking about. Yeah.
I mean, you can't go overboard with this, obviously.
Yeah. Danny Boy, bringing us the knowledge, says Hillsborough County Commission meeting scheduled at 9 a.m. on Wednesday in the county center boardroom. Did I say bedroom? Boardroom on the second floor. It'll be a hybrid, in-person and virtual. And they're going to keep it to 45 minutes of public comment. Oh, so I can get in line.
Is there a boudoir in that building?
They'll be like, see, that was a Freudian slip. I told you.
Oh, God. Y'all have this much fun on Mondays when Nick's here?
No. I'm on one this morning. Public hearings will start at 10 a.m. on Wednesday. All right. So Timmy, can we do this? Can I get in line like virtually for the county commission meeting? And then when I come up, we could pop up the live feed in our show.
Where is it? Where's it going to be?
The live feed?
Yeah.
On the county
like
website?
on YouTube? Or the county?
Yeah.
Yes, I can do that. Absolutely.
Oh, that'll be cool, right?
We can do anything we want.
And I could do a whole nother speech.
Except kick Josh Lambo in the knee.
Can't do that?
Apparently we can't.
Seating
that'd be
capacity
easy to do.
in the boudoir is 85 people. Wow, now that's a party.
I thought the last place was tight.
Only 45 minutes at the beginning of the meeting. I thought it was 10. All right, we'll figure that out. 99% City. Wostall's still talking shit. He was on Orlando's Fox 35 the other day. What a clown. You know what? They asked me to go on Fox 35, and they wanted me to do it in the morning, and I was all booked up. So then they went to Wostall. Oh, wow. I'll say yes next time. Sorry, guys.
May God have mercy on your soul.
I mean, again, I understand clicks and all that stuff, but at some point, if you're a media member, do you not look at the source? Like, the guy is a clown when he says, "May God have mercy on the soul that anyone that supports this." You're a clown. You're discounting yourself, and the things that you're saying on a social media, like a 12-year-old, to your constituents who disagree with you. And you're going to give this guy like the media, like every time something happens, every media person calls him because they know he's going to say something bombastic. That's not responsible journalism. When the guy's shown to be a complete clown, don't give him a platform like this. I don't have a problem. Go talk to Charlie Miranda. At least he's not saying silly. Well, he did say baseball doesn't sell in the South. That was kind of silly. Mm-hmm. But it wasn't, "May God have mercy on your soul." I mean, Jiminy. And the rest of the stuff he says. Charlie Miranda's not on freaking Twitter, getting into battles and calling people sophomoric middle school names. And you're going to give this guy all this kind of press like he's some, long-standing, he's his first term in the county, and it lasts probably. And we're going to go to this guy like he's some learned professor and has all the answers. He called the MOU a fraud. A fraud. He's said that these guys don't have any money and they can't pay for their part of it, with absolutely zero evidence whatsoever. And a lot of evidence to the contrary. Yet you run to this guy like he's some esteemed member of the political body. Do a little research, please, media people. Come on now. I get it every once in a while, but like we're running to him like he's the point person on this, just giving him all this ridiculous free publicity. I mean, let's keep it in context, in my opinion. It's my opinion. But I understand it. He's good ratings. He's good fodder.
Grandstanding.
But that's not what we're supposed to be doing here. That's what we're supposed to be doing. We're an entertainment show. We're not a newscast. And we don't even do that. We put it in perspective. Alex Nunn says the public is paying 10% of 100 of what something of a, I'll just put it better than you. We're literally talking about 1/10 of the project all the time and totally discounting the massive economic impact. What are we doing? It's a no-brainer. Alex, you are correct. It is. And we're educating people, and I think more people are starting to see this. Joshua Wolstall is going to be a no matter what. Bless his heart. JS813 guy says that. That was the best line from Alan Clendenin, the city chair.
That was amazing.
Who has been in local government for, I think, at least 20 years. But you don't talk to him at all. Like, he doesn't show up on hardly any newscast because he's very pro stadium. So we don't want to talk to him. We want to talk to the bombastic guy first termer, who's just trying to get media attention and backing up his, what are actually probably slanderous claims, allegedly.
Easily.
I wouldn't want to put that actually on my air, to be quite honest. I would be, if I were news director, I'd say, what, does he have any proof of that? Does he have any proof whatsoever? No, not. Well, then I wouldn't put that on my air if I were you. Alejandro says, hey guys, all jokes aside, the reason I talk about A. Rodgers and M. Stafford so much is because I've never seen them in person. My goal is to see the best quarterbacks before they retire. Same with baseball. Thank you for that, Alejandro. I stand corrected. You are a fan's fan. You are the best of what we hope for in sports fans. You know your history and you pay homage to it. So I stand corrected. You are absolutely 100% right. You go see those fossils while they're still kicking.
Now, Matt Stafford.
But you're right. I do appreciate that.
Matt Stafford will most likely make it worth your while.
Yeah,
he will put forth every effort.
Yeah, he's worth it. If you've not seen him play, absolutely.
If you didn't see Aaron Rodgers pre-2020, you're not seeing the real Aaron Rodgers. It's like me watching footage of Johnny Unitas, who's one of my favorite all-time quarterbacks when he played for the Chargers. It's not the same Johnny Unitas, but I get it, Alejandro, for sure.
You know what? And I said no one ever what I'm about to say. I'm so glad I made an effort to go see Johnny Manziel play in person. I went and saw the Peach Bowl in 13 or 14?
Would have been 13.
13, yeah. Man, what a player. What a
Pretty
player.
electric, wasn't he?
Oh, completely chaotic and total ad lib. But, dude, it was fun to watch. He could run, boy, and he could throw. I don't know. Did they ever even call a play?
Yeah, it never got ran.
Yeah, you got into Mike, go down to the Corvette, button hook, and then go. Do a button hook and go. Remember? Button hook and go.
Go down to the Buick and cut in 5 steps, and I'll hit you.
They call it a button hook. Button hook and go at the trash can.
Yeah.
I'll run around for a little bit until you get open.
And the funny thing is, you watch those plays of him just running sporadically through in the backfield and then breaking the line of scrimmage. I think half the time he didn't know where he was going to go.
No,
that was the chaotic part about it. He had no idea where he was going when he took off with the ball. And that's part of what just drove Nick Saban crazy playing against him.
Mark Davis asked, just joined the stream. Did y'all cover the Ronda Rousey debacle? I was actually I saw it promoted. I was like, you know what? I kind of want to watch this on Netflix. So we jumped over to Netflix, and it was just starting the undercard, and it was like 9 o'clock. And I'm like, they're not going to fight till 11. Thank God I didn't stay up for that. 17 seconds.
I didn't even know it was on, JP. I knew they were
less
supposed
time
to
than
fight.
Ashley got the other night. Yeah, 17 seconds. Thank you. 17 seconds.
I knew they were
comeback fight with Carano and Ronda Rousey had lasted 17 seconds, and then they hugged each other in the ring and whispered, "We just got all that money for this."
Rousey got a ton of money. Carano didn't get that much, but Rousey did.
How much did Rousey make for 17 seconds of her?
It's like 10 million.
10 million?
And I think Carano only got like 2.5 or 3
million.
Yeah,
that's all for 17 seconds of work.
Well, I'm saying comparatively, they're kind of far apart.
So what? I'll get my ass kicked by Ronda Rousey for $3 million.
I don't give a crap.
Christ. What a dive. What a dive.
I don't care about MMA. I don't. I've never been into it. I lost all respect for boxing probably around the year 2000 or after Tyson retired. I don't care. I don't follow it. But these names like this, I'll get into a little bit. Like I love Gina Carano. I absolutely adore her. By the way, she lost 100 pounds for this thing. She's looking good. I might give that thing another shot. I don't even know who Ronda Rousey is. I know her name. I know she's popular.
Dude, you don't know who Ronda Rousey is?
I would not recognize her. If you put a freaking picture of her on the screen, I would not know who she is.
Dude, she was the Mike Tyson of MMA.
Okay, that's great. I never watched it.
Go watch
I'm sure
it.
She was good.
Go watch it.
Isn't she 70 years old now?
No, she's actually, I think she's younger than Carano.
Carano's in her 40s, right? And I think
44.
Rousey's
She's
44. 38
44-year-old, 39-year-old Rousey, 44-year-old Carano.
Who's into this? Who wants to watch this? I don't understand,
armbarred her
man.
in 17 seconds.
I mean, I've seen it now. I'm like, this is what you, and it's like us in the 80s getting excited about paying $100 in the 80s.
Well, everybody
Tyson
hoped
fight.
it would be it's a thing about combat sports like that. It can be over like that. And it's, you paid for that. That's why they have an undercard.
And consider who the promoter was of this thing, right? Who promoted this? Whose company promoted this?
I don't know.
Jake
Netflix.
Paul. Jake Paul. This was
a
Jake Paul production.
Well,
Number 2
if somebody
reason
knows
I'm out.
something about fake combat sports and making shit tons of money,
He sure
Jake
does.
Paul.
So if you think this was a legitimate fight, you're fooling yourself.
And honestly, this is one of the reasons I don't buy into a lot of it, the big hype, because it's not real.
No.
I mean, people that are doing pay-per-views for Jake Paul and stuff, even though he was very nice to me, I'm like, I'll watch it. I ain't paying a freaking dollar, though.
Yeah.
I like you. But then again, people pay a lot of money for wrestling, too. It's entertainment.
And you know what? I get that, but those, at least in wrestling, and no, I haven't really watched wrestling since the Von Erichs died / retired, in the 80s and 90s. But I understand people that follow it because it's like a TV show. You have storylines that continue week to week, like on your favorite sitcom or cop show or whatever. You have storylines that you follow. In MMA, you don't have that. You just have a one-off fight, and they're never going to fight again. Anybody. Yeah. There's no storyline other than the 17 seconds that you spent watching Gina Carano's boobs bounce around.
There you go. JS813 says Nashville also has lots of land for a baseball stadium if Hillsborough County fails to approve the Rays stadium. Now, that East Nashville thing, where my daughter lives, actually, in East Nashville, and it is popping. It is popping. It is being gentrified, kind of like our Seminole Heights.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really cool, too. They've got some really cool places in the East Nashville. Now they're going to have that big old dome stadium. Pretty sure it's domed. I was there when they were building it, and I was like, "Yeah, it's got."
That's what I meant to look at.
Yeah, and they got the big entertainment complex around it.
Yeah, so it's got the. It look like it's got the translucent roof. I guess.
Alex Nunn says JP go on the county commission live, say a speech, and then end it with the "God have mercy on your soul" drop to Joshua. That's troll ever. That would be awesome. Great. Timmy, can we do that?
I mean, I can get it to you.
I'll say, and in closing, commissioners, I would just like to echo the famous words of one Joshua Wostall for the positive side this time, as we've now become educated to the immense community benefits of this tremendous project. And I would say this to anyone who does not support this.
May God have mercy on your soul!
That's for you, Wostall!
Mic drop.
JP out. JP out. I just push a button on this thing and it goes. Whoosh.
Yeah.
It drops on the table.
That would be awesome.
That would be. All right. Incoming. Incoming. No, we would have to be very professional in our presentation. Screw it. Let's do it.
You have to be. I'm like, wait a minute. What's this guy's deal?
Oh. What else we got here? Carano doesn't need the money. She's in the casino family. Is that true? I didn't know that.
I don't know. Her dad played quarterback for the Cowboys.
JP, the Carano Rousey was ass. A terrible showing. Carano was striker, a kicker, not one kick or punch thrown. Total ass. Shit. Evidently, Tim liked the ass part.
Absolutely. She's like she's
Alex
like maybe
says, how
top
do you
5
not
for
know
me.
Ronda Rousey, right? Even though
I've heard the name. I know of Ronda Rousey, but I couldn't point her out of a lineup.
Thomas Gasper's like 2 40-year-old grandmothers, 17 seconds for $2 million. No, she got 10. Yeah, she says they own Caesars Entertainment. Oh, wow. No wonder she didn't care. Yeah.
Hey, look, now that I've looked up pictures of Ronda Rousey, Gina Carano should have won this fight, just based on hotness. Ronda Rousey is not an attractive female. I'm sorry. I'd love to have you on the show, Ronda. Don't take that away from me.
So now it's a beauty contest?
I'm sorry.
It's worse than it's beauty contest?
I'd be more interested if it was.
Okay.
If they wore bikini tops.
By the way, what happened to the good old-fashioned beauty contest?
Man, it got
canceled,
that? Right? Got canceled.
Remember the old days where they just one hot girl after that? And then the questions were the best part?
Oh, my gosh, because they couldn't answer any of them.
Remember, what was the one that went out by Miss Oklahoma? Was it Miss Oklahoma? Remember that? You got to find that. You got to find that in the break for Big O. You got to find that. Remember?
Was that who it was? Was it Oklahoma? God, what was that? That was like
there was a second one
right?
that I shouldn't. No, I'm not going to do it. I'll tell you privately. I have another great story on that. Sorry, that's only for the subscription show, folks.
Yeah,
we can't. People are going to run to the website. Go, well, how do I pay for that? We don't have one yet.
We don't have one yet.
We should do it though, but yeah, I don't know. That would be too. That would be way too tempting to tell those stories, and that would not be good. Miss South Carolina. That's right, Miss South Carolina. Go find you some Miss South Carolina, buddy.
That's what it was.
The break. Quick break. We'll come back with Miss South Carolina. Oh, all right. We're brought to you. This misogynistic a-holes are brought to you by Cafe Paradiso. I can do that with Paulo. Paulo Dini, we love you, my friend. Best Italian food in all of the world, not even Tampa. But they're number 3 on the open table list in Tampa. If you're not been to Cafe Paradiso on South McDill, what are you waiting for? I was there the other night. Famous people everywhere. Vassie was there. We had a very big Politico there that had about 18 bodyguards sitting right next to us. That was fun. But the food was fantastic. I had the lasagna. She had the spinach ravioli Alfredo. Which was,
man, that sounds good.
Oh my God, it was so good. The ricotta in the middle was just so good. And we had the fried calamari to begin with. Oh, and some nice wine. What a night. What a night. Cafe Paradiso. If you love Italian food like I love Italian food, go to Cafe Paradiso right there on South McDill. Tell them JP sent you. Back in 3. Hey, JP here for Genesis of Tampa and the Murphy Auto Group. I think the best way to experience a business is to use that business. And I just did at Genesis of Tampa. Just bought a GV70, a 2023, and it feels and drives all new. It's an absolutely fantastic car. The technology, the comfort, and the price, absolutely outstanding. Frankly, I never thought I could get into a car like this, but they made me a deal I could not refuse. And I also get the VIP service where you can just drive right up, their pit stop service. They'll top off all the fluids, make sure your air in your tires is good, new wipers if you want them. If you need extended service, they will come to you, bring you a courtesy car, and then bring your car back. What more do you want? The experience was just VIP all the way. And you can get that at Genesis of Tampa. And don't forget, you can get extended warranty, which I did. So I have worry-free miles up to 100,000. And all they do is just take it in. Actually, I don't have to take it in. They come to me. It's perfect. It's Genesis of Tampa right there, 801 East Bears Avenue, right off of 275. Go see them and tell them JP sent you. As the Rays enjoy being back in their Tropicana Field home this season that was ravaged by Hurricane Milton, Italiano Insurance wants to remind us all how important it is to be properly insured. 40% of you are underinsured. That can mean financial disaster. Let the experienced and friendly agents at Italiano shop your policies for the best price and the right coverage. Italiano saved me over $1,000 on our auto insurance last year, over $500 on our homeowners insurance. They can do the same for you. That's a grand slam. Might as well get a double play by adding flood insurance and business insurance to your portfolio. Cost less than you think, and trust me, you do not want to risk your home or personal wealth. That's a whiff. So step up to the plate and call 813-877-7799 and chat with our all-star agents at Italiano Insurance, or call our Boca Grande office at 941-964-0400. It's Diamond Days at the Golden Diamond Source. Celebrate April's birthstone, which is diamonds, as they take center stage. Up to 20% off the diamond jewelry throughout the month of April. And don't forget, you could trade in your broken or old jewelry towards something new and beautiful. Gold prices are at a record high. Now is the best time. And by the way, they only sell natural diamonds at the Golden Diamond Source. It's real love. It should be real natural diamonds. Don't start your relationship with a fake diamond. Really, really bad idea. And for the Golden Diamond Source first-time buyers, they are going to teach you all about the 4 C's and all the different shapes and styles. They are able to show you a huge selection of inventory to choose from. And by the way, you can trust them. They've been in business for over 40 years. Don't buy something online. You have no idea what you're getting. 0% financing for up to 5 years. Make sure it's a Golden Diamond Source diamond. 3800 Ulmerton Road. Always online at goldendiamond.com. Hey guys, you already know that Riveters is the best sports bar in all of Tampa Bay, but now it gets even better for Rays baseball season. During all Rays games, check this out, $6 Tito's, $6 Jack, $6 Margaritas, all during Rays games. Are you kidding me? And that's always a great pour from the great bartenders at Riveters. Great service, great food, everything is fresh, nothing is frozen. And let me tell you, if you want baseball and wings, you will not find any better than Riveters. Their sauces, like the blue cheese and the ranch, and everything is handmade, and the wings are big, and they're perfect. Wings, baseball, Rays, Riveters. It all comes together during baseball season. Once again, in addition to all the great food and service, you get $6 Tito's, $6 Jacks, $6 Margaritas. It's time to celebrate. Baseball season is back, and celebrate at Riveters. You know where it is, right there on Dale Mabry, just north of 275, just south of the stadium. See you there at Riveters. Pitch Roofing believes giving back is part of doing business the right way. That's why they proudly offer exclusive discounts to those who gave the most to our communities, including veterans, first responders, seniors, and teachers. And for listeners of the JP Peterson Show, there's even more good news. Pitch Roofing is now offering a special discount just for fans of the show. With so many roofing companies coming and going in Florida, it's important to choose a contractor you can count on long after the job is done, especially when it comes to honoring your warranty. Pitch Roofing is built for the long haul with a reputation for quality, transparency, and standing behind their work. Whether it's a repair or a full replacement, their team delivers honest guidance, quality workmanship, and no high-pressure sales. Call 727-67-PITCH, 727-677-4824, or visit pitchroofing.com to schedule a free estimate.
Pitch roofing, roofing done right.
Let's go.
Right now, back to the show on FanStream Sports.
All right, welcome back to the JP Peterson Show, brought to you by the great folks at Third Generation Plumbing. Good friend John Rodriguez over there, and PJ, who runs that great operation over there, along with American Standard Heating and Cooling. They are your dynamic duo for your HVAC needs, and AC is what you're going to need this summer. You need your unit in tip-top condition, so get their yearly maintenance plan to come out twice for just $169. $169, they come out twice and go over your unit, make sure it's working in peak performance for the summer. And if you need a new one, they'll get you one by American Standard Heating and Cooling. And they are the best in the business, the most durable, the most efficient. And that's what you need in this crazy hot weather here in Florida. So if you have any AC needs, thirdgenerationplumbing.com is the place to go. Go there and schedule a yearly maintenance contract. That's what you want to do right there. All right, partner, I got to put your camera up here. What's up, Big O?
I'm good, man. I'm telling you what, it is hot. It is hot. Two things I got from that great plug right there. It's super hot, and I definitely need my unit looked at a couple of times.
Marking all of that.
Mark that. So we were just having. I think I added his camera there. I'll throw it up here.
I'm sorry, but I couldn't help it.
It's a little goofy today. I don't know what's going on, but things are a little goofy.
Come on, bro. He started it earlier with the texting.
Well, we're using that camera because that's a Dave Magany camera from Friday.
He started it early this morning. He's texting.
I did.
And you started it.
Yeah, you started it.
He started it, and he started going off.
Don't put this on me. I didn't do anything.
Yeah.
And this and ham and eggs, and I don't know what the hell is this all about.
Terry Pendleton talked.
Terry Pendleton came up to the texting. How did Terry Pendleton end up?
87 cards.
87 cards.
Everybody's talking about it now.
Yeah. Well, who brought it up first?
I think that was you.
Hello.
I thought it was you. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to give you credit.
Yeah. Thank you. I'm sure a lot of people don't even know who are on the 87 cards. So I do.
Yes, you do.
Yes.
Very similar.
Taylor Walls would have fit nicely on that team.
Yeah. Taylor Walls. What is going on with this guy and Taylor Walls?
I might have a man crush right now.
He might. I think it's the Taylor name. He's Mexican.
Taylor Swift?
Yeah, he's transposing Taylor Swift. They're blonde.
Gross.
Oh, you're not a Taylor. Oh, you're not a Swift.
No.
Okay.
She's a 12-year-old boy. Get her out of here.
Oh, Nelly. Tell that to
Lordy.
to Kelsey.
Yeah.
Well,
Wow.
maybe that's why he's dating her. I don't know. But anyway.
Let's try this other camera here, partner. Maybe this one's
Still
better.
trying to get me on there?
Don't
worry about
shot
it.
was so bad.
Just listen to my voice.
I'd rather
Listen
take
to my voice.
back of my
Follow this deep voice.
I don't have that one either.
You are getting sleep.
JP, I think I have the video you wanted. Big
Oh yeah,
over here.
let's see that.
While you're
that.
playing with cameras.
This is Miss South Carolina.
Yeah?
This is Miss South Carolina.
Oh, the classic.
Recent polls have shown a fifth of Americans can't locate the
She's
U.S. on a world map.
So hot.
Why do you think this is?
I personally believe that U.S. Americans are unable to do so because some people out there in our nation don't have maps, and I believe that our education, like such as in South Africa and the Iraq, everywhere like such as, I believe that they should our education over here in the U.S. should help the U.S. Or should help South Africa and should help the Iraq and the Asian countries, so we will be able to build up our future for our children.
Thank you very much, South Carolina.
Thank you very much for that, Miss South Carolina.
What year was that?
Yeah, you can make fun of her, but I'm going to tell you
2007.
It was a presidential candidate that was worse than that. How about that? You want to laugh at her?
That was
you want word salad?
That was 07?
That was 07.
Man, I wish it would have been 97.
She is still hot. She is still hot.
For her sake.
Who's that?
That's your former girlfriend.
Yeah. That's Miss Florida 1984, Barbie Lush, my high school girlfriend.
Barbie Lush.
Smart enough to dump me.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't even know how that even came about.
We were talking about beauty queens.
No, but I'm saying no. Dating
how did she dump me?
No, dating. How did she date you? I know why she dumped you.
One of the great mysteries.
I mean,
like who built the pyramids? Number 2. How the hell did Barbie Lush?
I mean, I know you were a stud football player, baseball player back in the day. So that must have tricked her.
Hey, I know who built the pyramids. It was Taylor Wall.
We don't know who built. No. Listen, by the way, that South Carolina.
I started my career early. You can't fool all the people all the time.
Yeah, they finally caught up. If that would have been 97, Hamon, that would have made some sense, possibly, because people don't have maps.
Such as?
But in 2007,
we already had GPS.
We're already into iPhones.
Not in South Africa.
Not in South Africa.
She is so hot,
not in Johannesburg.
So hot.
That you just went right.
Well, the reason I brought that up is because, I remember when I watched Barbie win, they asked her a question, and I don't think she knew, it was a tough question. Forget what it was. And she kind of gave an answer, but she really didn't know. And at the end of it, she goes, I don't know. I just want to win. and everyone's like,
respect. Yeah, respect.
Yeah.
And she won.
Some
Miss
honesty.
Florida.
Don't try to bullshit. It's, I don't know.
Transparency.
Same freaking Jeopardy. It's a beauty contest. I just want to win.
Just look at me. Just look at me and make your decision. Right.
Stop the hypocrisy. You guys aren't here to hear me opine about the Mason-Dixon line.
Yeah.
Get out of here with that. You're here to look at me. Here's what you got.
Yes.
Vote for me or don't. I don't care.
This isn't the Eric Weinstein
He's like,
competition.
And I think the judges went,
Weinberg.
oh, hell yeah. That's it. Thank you for that.
Wow. And she won. And
she won.
Yeah. Now I know why she dated you, because she wasn't the smartest.
No, she was very smart. She wasn't bullshitting anybody. It's like,
oh, my gosh.
I don't really know. I just want to win.
Oh, Nelly. Only
right.
a sophomore.
Yeah, damn right. How are you, partner?
I'm phenomenal.
Man. How about them Rays?
How about them Rays? I mean, honestly, I'm going to, Dan, we're going to talk about Rays plenty I want to talk on the JP Peterson Show, which has such a broad audience. It was rivalry weekend.
Lots of broads in the audience.
Yes. Rivalry weekend. Chicks dig the long ball and chicks dig the bunt ball. But
chicks dig the bunt ball.
Oh, yeah, that's the new one, Bubby.
I have not heard that.
Come on, Bubba.
I like that.
It was on our text thread, JP. Keep up.
It was on our text thread.
I was working yesterday.
Oh, yeah. You're not.
But you guys are drinking and pots on.
We were
popping. I had to turn off my notifications because you two children were texting back and forth. It was a middle school Thursday night.
So much tequila.
Back and forth with Hamon. Oh, because you're on the thread. I was just thinking,
can I get out of here?
What the hell is JP thinking about what we're talking about?
Well, when I didn't respond to the first 47 texts, maybe like, oh, he must be busy.
Dude, we got into yacht rock.
We totally got into yacht rock.
We did.
Oh, and I find out that your best song, Mr. Freaking Black Cuban's favorite song is what?
Cool Change.
Cool Change, Little River Band.
The big black Cuban Latino likes cool change.
There's one thing in my life that's missing.
Cool change.
It's the sound that I sing.
There it is, right there. Come on.
Sailing on the cool and bright clear water.
We got into the Doobie Brothers.
Channel 14 on XM. Loving. It's the Odd Rock.
We had some fun with that. We got, we talked about a bunch of great bands from back in the day. You were
Little River Band. No, I would have been into
River
that.
Band.
I didn't know you brought this up. The lead singer for
Buffalo.
No, what was the one you talked up that he changed bands? He has a lot of famous
Buffalo
vocals.
Springfield. We're talking about Stephen Stills.
Stephen Stills. I did not know went to Plant High School in Tampa and Admiral Farragut.
Yes.
Yeah, for a short time.
Yeah.
He moved around
got
a lot.
kicked out.
And I talked about the fact that my older kids grew up going to school with Michael McDonald's kids.
Yeah, that's what it was.
Yeah.
Michael McDonald. Mike and the Mechanic.
Mike and the Mechanic was brought up too on the text thread.
Paul Carrick. Yeah.
Yeah, Paul
Michael
Carrick.
McDonald ended up befriending him for a little while. Super cool dude, laid back. We'd go to a lot of school events in good old Franklin, Tennessee, when I had a house over there and here, and so cool dude. And so that's why I'm a big fan of Doobie Brothers. But I wanted to talk rivalry.
Before
baseball.
you do this, I have to get this in because this may be the funniest text ever.
Here it comes.
So I apologize for totally derailing this.
No, go ahead.
I had to do it. So Tim Weatherspoon says the best MMA fight happened about 15 years ago. It was Manus versus Chavez. The British announcer pronounces Manus as my anus. So he would say, do this with a British accent. My anus in a clinch here. My anus is bleeding all over Chavez's chest here. I think I went Australian. And the crowd's going wild. It must be the most amazingly funny thing I've ever looked at. My anus is on top.
My anus on top.
This show has just gone right.
It's gone off the rails.
All right, I apologize. You were talking about the race.
It's all good. I was talking about that great MMA wrestler, my anus. But no, rivalries were great. I love the rivalries.
Was this a rivalry?
No. I'm talking about the ones that I love. The ones that I love are two cities in particular.
Yankees, Red Sox.
Yankees, Mets, the Subway Series. That's so it's Center City or close by. So the Cubs and the White Sox, and they're both interesting because you have this dynamic of where the hell did the White Sox come from?
Little brother, big brother.
Yeah, the White Sox are legit. They're over 500. They took the series off of
they were by far the worst team in the league last year.
Well, the second best team in the National League. Obviously, the Braves are having a phenomenal year, but the Cubs are phenomenal, right?
Yeah.
One of my favorite teams to watch. I told you, it was the most exciting team in baseball along with the Rays. And all of a sudden the White Sox are in play, and it just all of a sudden came together. They call them the M-Bros, and that is Miguel Vargas at Guano at third base, who's crushing it with about 11 home runs. You got the kid. Oh, keep an eye on this name, Colson Montgomery. Their shortstop, 6'4", kind of the American League's version of a rookie, like the kid for the Pirates right now.
Colson Montgomery.
Yes, Colson Montgomery.
That's like a rower from Oxford.
You've got the hard name at second base, Maydroff. Maydroff, who's crushing it. He's in like 270. He's also a rookie. He's like 24, I believe. Montgomery's 24. Vargas 26, and then Murakami with his 17 home runs.
Yeah.
So all those M boys are crushing it, and all of a sudden, if they get a little bit of pitching, you know, who knows that the American League Central is up for grabs. But that was a fantastic series with the Cubbies, and then you had the Yanks and the Mets. Honestly, the Mets needed to wake up, and they did. They ended up taking 2 out of 3 from the Yanks. Yanks had a horrible road trip, which helped us.
No Judge.
They took over, obviously, right during this road trip. The Rays jumped over and got their 30th win. First team in the American League to get 30 wins. One of only 2 in the major leagues, along with the hot 32 win Atlanta Braves. But yeah, I enjoyed those rivalry scenarios, because those where you can kind of, like, you know, especially city to city, like Chicago and New York, you could talk a little bit, because Dodgers, Angels, there's nothing there. You know what I mean? You can't really, they slapped them around.
And Rays, Marlins?
Rays, Marlins doesn't have enough tenure, doesn't have enough.
No juice.
There's not enough juice. The teams haven't, been as.
You both got to be good.
Yeah. Well, we've never been good, but also there's got to be a more grandiose.
Something has to happen.
History between them. You're talking about New York.
I mean, we got guys like half the freaking Marlins team was in the Rays organization.
Yes.
I mean, think about that.
They're back and forth, it seems like.
I mean, all the time. It's not, it can't be a rivalry when you're all sleeping under the same roof.
Yes. Well,
maybe a sibling rivalry.
Their president now, Peter Bendix, is, from the tree of Eric Neander. So
we're going to do a lot on the O show. I just need like 2 minutes on this, because it's kind of the narrative of the day. 7 series in a row now for the Rays. They're kicking ass. The numbers are what they are. But the national media is the narrative is this. All the analytics look bad for the Rays. They're middle of the road in defense, pitching, almost everything except, I think, RISP, which is your big
RISP is huge, and also contact. They're
contact,
top of the
right?
league.
But most of the barrels and all these other
and they're top in
analytics,
no least strikeouts too.
Yeah, they are. There's a couple of them.
Yeah, so they've changed completely from the last couple of years.
But the national narrative doesn't want to talk.
Doesn't want to talk about.
They want to talk about barrels.
Yeah,
except ERA, which I think we're like 14 exit velo, all this stuff. And my retort to that has been, listen, we're playing small ball. We're not trying to barrel up. We're trying to, but that's not the way we win games. If you watch every game, we're winning with pitching, defense, situational hitting. Now, numbers say that situational hitting sometimes regresses to the mean. I totally get that, and I think that's part of it. But I'm not sitting here definitely saying we're going to win 100 games, but I'm saying I'd be shocked if we don't win 88. Well, which if they play 500 the rest of the way is where they'll be, and that's a playoff spot.
No, they got to be. They listen. Number one, 2 things to that. Number one, the way they're playing is very arguably, but very strong argument towards the pro of being sustainable. This is the type of baseball you can sustain, right? Contact, less strikeouts, smart ball. I'm going to get off the small ball and be more smart ball because really
see what he did there, Timmy?
Yeah, you see what I did? No, because of course it's kind of small ball, but it's smart ball, and that means that you're taking the extra base, you're being more aggressive. They have more athletic players than they did in the last couple of years on purpose. The way they brought in guys, the way they're managing the games, and then I go back to remember when at the beginning of the season when I said that there was a top 9 scenario, right? So I had 3 on the offense, 3 in starting pitching, 3 in bullpen. It's still in place. You've replaced some guys, the tremendous trio on point, right? Offensively, obviously Yandy, Jr., Aranda. What you happen is that you've had Martinez replace Pepio at a high level in one of the 3 starters. You've got Sugar Shane turning the corner and he's not qualifying for the stat leads of things, but his ERA is 2.27. Batting
21
average,
in the third scoreless.
Scoreless. He's about to inch into being qualifying for for the stat leads. Batting average against is 168. He's throwing today. You've got and then obviously Drew Rasmussen is just being steady, right? Steady ace. So those three are in place. The one that kind of was the one that you had to reshuffle a bit was my relievers, because I was expecting Uceda to come off the IL earlier, still not back. Expecting Jax to close games. It's not happening. It's Baker replaces Jax. It's Kelly replaces Uceda. Totally different type of a pitcher.
Yeah, but working
with a 2.2 ERA.
Yeah. And
then it's Clevenger back in the fold from the injury, who I think he's a beast.
Seymour was good. Got him out of the jam
those
yesterday.
Three guys are your main bullpen, staff. So it's there. That's
sustainable.
That's sustainable.
You think it's sustainable?
That's sustainable, and that wins games. Forget about everything else.
All right, so lot more coming up. In fact, he will also talk about how the Rays are going to use Carson Williams.
Yeah, I'm interesting little
very
call-up,
interesting,
because obviously Fraley with the hernia, you were expecting maybe a Melton to come.
All right,
hold
hold that. It's the tease.
Yeah,
bring him back.
Yeah,
that's what I'm doing here.
Yeah,
JP, I might have a surprise, audio surprise here for you.
for
the
O show.
Show. No.
I got one thing I got to do to wrap up. So you go first.
Okay, I'll go first.
Trying to slash Manus open. Consistently testing that midsection of Manus.
Continually
be in trouble here, Manus. Manus is relaxed here, Pat. Still running.
Manus is relaxed.
Good defense here from Manus. Manus flattened out. Manus flat on the canvas.
Oh my God!
There you go. That's for Tim Wotherspoon or Wotherspoon. I don't have my JP Peterson Show listener pronunciation guide in front of me, so I don't know if it's Wotherspoon or Wotherspoon.
It's Wotherspoon.
Who doesn't need to laugh on a Monday?
Thank you, bro. That was outstanding.
That's classic.
All right,
call.
so I mentioned my high school girlfriend. I have to mention my wife here because we went to Journey Friday night.
Yeah,
bro.
Right.
It was
supposed to invite me, but you took her.
Freaking believe.
Thanks a lot.
I mean, they were Neil Schoen at 70, whatever he is, the lead guitars.
He can play guitar.
Freaking phenomenal. The Keith Lane, the whole group, unbelievable. The new singer.
It's not new anymore.
20 years. 20 years. He's 58 years old. I had no idea.
Arnel Pineda.
Yeah, go see Journey.
I've seen them.
That crowd was frenzied. It was one of the best concerts I've ever seen.
Wow.
It was fantastic. And not only that, but this was my date. Look at that.
Let me see.
That's
the girl in the yellow in the background, or the
wow.
Look at that.
Yeah.
She is just gorgeous. Yeah, that's right. I wore a leopard skin shirt to match her.
No, I didn't even see you.
She said, "Will you wear this to match me?" I said, "Honey, I'll wear anything."
Money.
Are you in that picture, JP?
I was going to say money. I didn't even see your outfit.
Nobody can see.
Nobody.
I don't blame you.
All I saw was Orestes.
Orestes. Oh my God, that's pulling the curtain back a little bit right there.
You need to send her that clip. You need to send her that clip.
She's watching. That's why it is. Kidding me? Oh, she looked gorgeous. All right. Thank you guys. Have a great. We got a whole other hour of this coming up.
Baby.
Coming up on the Orestes
Show.
The Orestes Show. Coming up on these fine channels here around 12:30. I might get started a little early. As soon as Timmy gets the show ready, we're ready to go.
Send me the info. It'll be up.
I will.
All right. Have a great day, everybody. More mayhem to come, and we'll see you tomorrow.
Man. That was fun.